Who blew up the
They
Nord Stream pipeline and when?
Yeah, they were constantly inflaming that situation. They were
How?
clearly
You're
not
just
looking to make
repeating what
peace.
you're saying in different wording. How?
For 4 years, I would hear, and years before that, I would
You're
hear
not, you're telling me a time frame now. I'm asking you how. I'm not asking you when. I'm asking you for a time frame. I'm not asking for a time frame. I'm asking you how.
the
How did he inflame
rhetoric,
the
the
situation?
rhetoric
What
between
rhetoric? What did he say?
they were they were vilifying Putin nonstop
Good.
for
He's a war criminal. Good. He's a war criminal. That's what we should be doing.
well, why not?
What?
Why aren't we vilifying China? They weren't doing that. They weren't
What war
vilifying a
crimes
lot of
has
countries.
what war crimes has China committed? Maybe I'm not aware, but what war
Like
crimes has China committed?
committing a genocide to the Uyghur people, having a
We
total
can condemn that. And we
dictatorship,
can condemn China, and whoever was leading at the time. Absolutely.
infiltrating, Eric Swalwell with Chinese spies and all
Eric
kinds of
Swalwell, Chinese spies. What? Like, what evidence of that? Where's your source for that?
he
That
was
China.
it was shown that he was banging a Chinese spy, and
Okay, but
then
what's your source for that?
it's widely known, man. Everybody
But
knows
what's your
that.
source? Just because it's not widely known. Clearly,
I
it's
got
not. That's not
I'm not
common
gonna.
sense. That's not someone that something that a fifth grader would know. Something a fifth grader would
A
know is
fifth
the
grader
sky's
knows the
blue,
Eric
right?
Swalwell story, how he banged Fing Fang. That was widely reported. Everybody knows
So
that
yeah,
story.
who reported it?
Multiple news outlets.
Name which one?
Uh, the Gateway Pundit, the New York Post,
New York
Newsmax,
Post.
Fox
What's
News.
the title for the New York
I think
Post?
even CNN.
What's the title for the New York Post?
Well, I think that when we're having an exchange of ideas and you fragment the conversation and say,
I get out of my stream, bud. You suck at debating. Get out of my stream, bro. What are we doing? Genuinely, I'm asking you for a source. You first off, you pivoted from Trump to Biden. Then I asked you for a source. You can provide it. How's it going? Why aren't you progressive?
Because of my social conservative values.
Cool. Give me 1 second because we forgot to start the YouTube stream. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? We have the second guest of the stream. Looks like Darcy on here, Darcy Thomas. And they're gonna tell us why they aren't progressive. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you're over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe. If you're over on TikTok, hit that follow button top left corner, and make sure to double tap that phone screen. Hit that repost. Do all the good things. Okay. You said you're not progressive because of your social values. Which ones?
Just the transgender issue as well as the abortion issue. I partly agree with the against of gay marriage, but I also sort of don't. Um, if you understand what I mean.
Sure. Um. Sure. What about the trans issues, quote unquote? What about that?
Well, I don't agree with the idea that you can change your identity into something that you're not. So, for an example, the social contract represents that you can change your identity from a woman to a man. I disagree with that, and I believe that that is biologically wrong.
It's not biologically wrong. We're not saying that we can switch sexes. We're saying not even switching. Trans women are women. Trans men are men. That's not biological. So when you're saying biologically wrong, you're just you're just misrepresenting and misconstruing the actual argument here between biology and between a social construct. So try again. Go ahead.
Oh, I wouldn't say that I am. What would we
You
call a
are.
female when they're first born?
You
What
said
would we
this.
call a
You
female
said
when they're first born?
a female when they're first born.
Yes. What are
Sure.
they called?
I mean, you can say a girl,
Exactly.
a
That's
child,
the thing.
whatever you want to call them.
They're
What
very
about that?
similar. They're very
They're
similar.
very but sex and gender aren't the same thing, though. You can agree, right?
Yes, I can agree on that.
Perfect. So then they're not the same. So
However, a woman
you're
and a
conflating
female.
between gender and sex.
Okay. Can I ask you this then? Can I just ask what your definition of a woman is, just so I can have a further understanding of what you mean?
Someone who has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of norms with a certain sex, whether it be female or male.
So basically, someone that would want a desire to have certain accounts of, let's say, beliefs and desires to be the female sex, but not actually the female sex.
They have to desire to be in accordance with a particular set of norms that are in alignment with said female sex.
Okay. So basically, like a bunch of traits that they would need to have to identify.
And the desire to be in accordance with that with actually being a woman.
So they have to believe that they want to identify as a female.
It's the desire. Do you know what desire means?
Well, feel free to define it.
I can give you a textbook definition of the word desire. Give me 1 second. Like want to be, I guess that's how I would word it. A strong feeling of wanting or to have something or wishing for something to happen.
But that's basically saying that a woman is somebody who identifies as a female as well as wants traits as that female.
I mean, if you want to.
No, it's not identifying as a female because you can't identify as a sex. You would like that doesn't make any sense.
I see what you're saying, but what this guy's definition is. Sorry, can I actually get your name just so I don't be disrespectful?
Mine?
Right.
Both of yous.
Our names are on our TikTok.
I can't read the
It's
hosts.
Jeremiah and Ellie.
Jeremiah. Okay. But yeah, so Jeremiah's whole idea that I've heard is that they need to have a desire and have a particular set of norms to align with the female sex. That sounds a lot like identifying as the female sex.
No, we're not. You don't have to. You don't identify as a sex. Sex is biological. You can't identify as a sex.
But they need to have the desire to be a female sex, and if they want
need
that
to have a
desire,
desire
they can
to
just
be
simply-
in accordance with the set of norms that are in alignment with the female sex. Those are two
So
completely
traits.
different things.
Yes, I was just about to say
Sure.
it's similar to traits. Yes.
Okay. So they must have traits in order for them to be the woman, for an example. So I need to have a certain amount of traits in order to be that woman.
Can't wait.
I mean,
you would
not a certain amount. There's no certain amount. There's
what
not
would
a
you say?
specific number of traits.
What fits the characteristics of this certain number of traits?
I mean, I think we both know characteristics of like feminine and masculine characteristics. I think we both know. So I think me displaying the actual characteristics is both a waste of my time and your time.
So you're not going to display the characteristics, so I can't have
Do
a
you
further
know feminine?
understanding.
Do you know feminine characteristics?
Of course
You
I
know
do,
what
but
they
how
are?
am I supposed to know what you believe?
Sure. So then then you know what feminine characteristics are. So what's
So
the
would
point
you
of me
say then
displaying the
that-
actual feminine characteristics?
Because I don't know if you believe in the feminine characteristics to a certain extent or not.
The characteristics are irrelevant here.
What do you mean? Like,
Me actually telling you what the characteristics are irrelevant to the conversation, and it doesn't progress the conversation anywhere.
I know, but how? It kind of does. How am I supposed to know what you think are feminine characteristics?
There are a bunch of
And I think
feminine characteristics. A bunch.
Pardon?
There are a bunch of feminine characteristics.
I'm aware of this. Can you name like maybe 3? Considering I want
No,
to
I'm
be
not
able
gonna-
to see,
I'm not gonna do that now.
but I don't understand because
What's
I
the
don't
point?
know
What's
if
the
He's
you're.
point?
getting confused between the identity versus expression, right? Because identity
mean?
is different. Like you're thinking of expression as in like stereotypical, like certain features as in feminine, right? Like is this what is your characteristics for a woman? Like or for feminine
My characteristics would be like, for an example, a certain expression on how they act.
Right. So
uh,
those two things can align with an identity. An expression is separate from identity, right?
Yep.
So if those traits define women, then
But you said they have to fit these feminine characteristics. Feminine characteristics would most likely be traits.
Repeat.
what?
I said feminine characteristics would likely be traits because they said they have to. You've said that they have to align with feminine characteristics. They are traits.
Right. I think this is where you're getting a little bit confused here because when like the traits will align with gender expression, not identity.
Gender expression, so like expressing their gender.
No,
Is that what
no, no. Like characteristics, like femininity, those are traits, right?
Yes.
Which will fall under expression. But expression isn't what defines identity.
However, expression can have some sort of involvement with it.
Yes, but it's not like a definition like when we're using identity.
Okay then. Well, can I ask you this then, Jeremiah? If you believe that a woman is somebody that... Hang on, can you repeat it again? Sorry, I can't remember it all. I know it's Parker's definition, I just can't remember that whole definition.
It's not just Parker's definition. It's something that's like colloquially known as. Again, it's a social construct, right? But it's just going to be someone who has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of norms for a particular sex, like female or male.
would you then define the black skin color stereotype as that exact same thing?
Like, are we talking about race?
Yes. So, like, well,
So
how about
race,
this? Let me
race,
ask you this.
It
in
can
more-
be. It can be. It can. It has some like biological aspects to it. So that's.
Yeah, exactly.
irrelevant.
That's what I was going to say. If someone came up to you and gave you a bunch of ideas to somehow allow a social construct for race, would you then say yes, that's good, or would you not want race?
What? Repeat your question.
Like, well, see how gender has a social construct? Would you then allow race to have a social construct so we could identify as black and white?
Would I then allow race to be a social construct?
Yes. So people could choose to identify as their skin
Again,
color.
race has some biological aspects to it. What are we doing?
So
What kind of question
So
is
does
that?
sex. So does sex.
Yes, sex does. Gender doesn't. You're conflating again. You're conflating sex and gender, bud.
Well, a woman is an adult female, for one.
Okay.
That's
So
not the
what
proper
about
definition.
intersex people? Right? What about them?
What do you mean? What about intersex people?
Are they women or men?
It
Someone who has like
depends.
female genitals, but then they have XY chromosomes.
Well, that's obviously a disease that you cannot clearly, let's say,
Not a disease
represent-
condition.
a condition that you cannot really use in this argument, just considering
Yes,
the
they
fact
can't,
that it's a
but
condition.
they are man or a woman.
You can't tell.
You're fucking stupid. Get out of my stream. Moving on to the next one. Bro. That's funny. Let's see. What are we doing? Oh, how's it going?
You can hear me?
Yeah, why aren't you progressive?
I don't know what that means. Can you explain it to me? And maybe I'll give you an answer.
Progressive is just gonna be like far left. You have a big echo. I'm gonna have to
Oh.
remove you. You have a really big echo. Had to kick me out? Yeah, because you're stupid. Oh my god.
I could talk to him later if he wants to come back, because I can do really well with that. Transgender and gender identity and sex, all those topics. Frig.
But again, he was saying he was trying to compare race and sex, and we weren't talking about sex. We were talking about gender. And then he said a woman is an adult human adult human female or whatever. And then I asked about intersex people, and he said we can't tell. What are we doing, bud?
Well, with intersex people, that's a really like confusing circumstance, and it's a very low rate that people are intersex, but it still does happen.
How's it going? Why aren't you progressive?
Me? I think that the DSA are a bunch of lunatics, to be honest. Why would they be too progressive?
You think who are lunatics?
The Democratic Socialist of America.
Oh, the DSA. Okay, sure. Why?
They are pretty much openly support terrorist groups.
The what?
They don't really know history, so they are trying to repeat economical incentives that obviously didn't work in many different parts of the world.
I mean, what like what?
Like what Zoran Mamdani currently tries to do in New York.
He's doing
with
a
the
really
apartments.
he's doing a really good job.
No, he's doing an absolutely horrific job, and this
Yeah,
is the reason
how?
why so many businesses are currently leaving New York,
That's
which
not
is an
true.
actual problem.
That is not true. What's your source for that? Go ahead. That is not even true. You think a lot
Again,
of
you can
businesses
tell
are
me
leaving
that
New York?
instead of telling me that I'm lying to you,
I'm asking
fact
for.
check
I'm
me.
not telling you that you're lying. I'm just saying, what is your source?
Again, this is something that you hear if you actually search for that.
Yeah. What do you want me to search up? Go for it.
Okay, I don't know the amount of people that left New York with their businesses.
Amount of people.
By the way,
What-
the only reason why you hear Mamdani, for example, flirting with the idea of taxing people that close their businesses in New York is because of people fleeing New York with their businesses. It's the literal reason why he's doing that currently.
What are you talking about? What?
So Mamdani is
there's no
currently
evidence that
flirting
people
with
are
the
leaving.
idea of a tax to close a big company in New York.
What do you mean by close?
If you shut down your office and you move to a different location, you basically get a fine. This is the idea that he is currently flirting with. I don't know if he's going to implement that,
Okay, what
but he
policy?
is
Like,
flirting
what's
with
the
this
name of the
idea.
policy? What's the name of the policy that he wants to pass?
I have no idea.
You also have no idea for a source as to how many people have left New York since Mamdani's gone into office. I think that you don't have any sources. I also don't think that I want to talk to you.
He's completely incoherent.
Yeah, most people are. You're back with your echo? Oh, yeah, so
it
you
still-
still have an echo. You're gonna have to disconnect from Bluetooth, or I'm gonna mute you only for a second because you're.
I'm sorry.
Ellie, I muted you.
It's my bad.
No, you're good.
Why did you mute me?
Cause the dog. Why aren't you progressive, Jared?
Yo, are you talking about saving 20% on car insurance?
Opinion, so it's not something that can be false or true.
Oh wait, opinions can't be false?
No, they're just an opinion.
Really? What's a proposition?
All I'm saying, Dean, is
What's a
politics
proposition?
is falling
Answer
apart.
my question. What's a proposition?
Politics is falling apart.
Wait, is that an opinion? Is your opinion that politics are falling apart?
Give me 1 second. We're gonna pull up YouTube. Block me. Fine. I don't know if Ellie's gonna come back. Now, if y'all think men are better at leading than women, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to have a conversation with you. We are over on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Who do you support? I'm a progressive. There's no one running right now, so I don't know what to tell you in terms of who I support. In 2024, I supported Harris. 2020, Biden. 2016, Hillary. How's it going?
Hi.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right. You have an echo. So
Are you serious? Fuck
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, come back in. We're going to the next guest. How's it going?
So, like, before you.
What the fuck? Clinton, scared to debate? But I'm not scared to debate. I'll just bring you up for shits and giggles. Why not?
Hey, I'm not in the bathroom.
How old are you?
18,
When's your birth year?
2006.
You can't be 18, born in 06. You can't be 18, born in 06. What are we doing? If y'all think men are better at leading than women, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to have a debate with you. I'd love to have a conversation with you. He can't be 18 and born in 06. What? How come this socialist chicken never responds to YouTube? Because I don't look at YouTube. The big companies are gonna because I don't really care about comments. That's why I don't respond to YouTube. How's it going?
Hello.
Why do you think men are better at leading than women? Oh, yeah, Logan,
Just
you're good.
specifically in this event right now, you want peace in the Middle East, or at least us to stop fighting them, but they don't respect women in the first place. So what makes you think that Kamala would be a better at negotiating?
Yeah, because we have
with
the U.S.
Iran?
military. Because there's a U.S.
What?
military. That's why the U.S. military. We have the most powerful military in the world, buddy. Come on now.
What are you talking about? That's not even what I just talked about.
We have the most powerful military in the world, so they would
Okay.
have to respect whoever's president. It doesn't matter who's president.
Yeah, but they don't respect women.
It doesn't
Do you know
matter.
how Islam works?
It doesn't matter. We still
That-
have the powerful
I
military.
don't think you
most
know how the-
powerful
I
military in
don't-
the world.
Yeah, okay, we just demolished their entire military in like 30 days.
Right, and I
but
don't
they
agree with the
still
war in
aren't-
Iran.
What?
I don't agree with the war with Iran, but we're not talking. We're talking about
What?
why you think men are better at leading than women. Provide your argument, please.
I just gave you an example. If Kamala was
Because
trying
people
to
don't like women.
in Arab countries, yes.
Okay.
In
Well, I'm
countries,
sorry.
in
Well,
countries
guess-
especially like Iran,
guess
where it's
what?
ran by tyrannical
Guess
Islam.
what? Other countries don't like Donald Trump.
Okay, but we're talking about women.
But I'm making a comparison here and pointing out the contradiction.
Yeah.
Just because someone doesn't like a leader doesn't mean that
Yeah,
that
because
means
their
men are
country-
better at leading than women.
Yes, because their religion prohibits them from listening to women, from women giving orders. So you're going to tell me that Kamala, a woman, would be better?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In a country that doesn't even respect women, are you?
They
like,
would have to
retarded?
respect. They would. Okay, you're gonna slur. You're gonna slur because you're stupid.
Okay, you're retarded.
Because you're stupid. That's why you're gonna slur. Moving on to the next guest. And that's why women are better at leading. And he left.
They're good at leading the kitchen. Seriously?
Ha ha ha! Very funny, dude. So fucking funny.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yo, if you think men are better at leading than women, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. Love to have a debate with you. Love to have a conversation with you.
Me too.
I have a couple different topics. Do you want to see them?
I do. I'm actually very excited.
I have this one.
Okay.
I have this one. Why aren't you progressive? I have my typical one, and then I have this one. Those four. I'm trying to come up with more. Maybe something to do with like religion or like abortion. Religion and abortion. Like you can't be Christian.
You
and
should
pro-life.
make a few like questions and people can like pick one of them to debate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't think I'd have enough space. Honestly, I don't want to like overwhelm people because people who believe that stuff are just stupid. How's it going? Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Oh, I seen your Mandami post. I was going to talk about that one, but you switched it.
Oh, which one did you want to talk about?
It was the Mandami. Like, why don't you
Oh,
believe in
yeah, why aren't
socialism,
you-
or why aren't you
why-
progressive?
Yeah, why aren't you progressive?
Because I believe in the limited structure of government. I don't believe in the expansion of government.
You believe in the limited structure of government? What do you mean by that? Go ahead.
Limited government for as limited federal government in the private sector.
In the private sector?
Yes.
Yeah, why was the government created here in America?
The government was created to protect individual liberties and also security.
Okay, protect individual liberties and security. I mean, progressives hold the ideology like healthcare for all. Don't you think that would apply here?
No, I do not believe that because the government would have ultimate control of institutionalizing the methods and regulations on the industry. So no, I do not
Okay,
believe
so what about so do you think the state should regulate it in terms of like healthcare for like a whole state? You think that would be
I mean,
fine
sure.
under your
If,
worldview?
sure, if the state wants to, sure. Minnesota has it right now, so why not?
So then you would agree with like would you like vote in your state and like how and like actually campaign for other governors that are for healthcare for all for their state, so we can have healthcare for all in all 50 states? Yeah.
For me, no. I don't know on that. No.
Why not? What's wrong with healthcare for all for the
I'll
states?
just give an example of the government.
But we're talking about individual states.
Well, so if the state wants to do it, they could. But you just said,
but why don't we can't? Yeah, for every state to have a governor that wants to do healthcare for all for their state. That's still every state. It's not government controlling. It's the state.
If individuals want to do it, sure, they can do it. I have no problem
So
with that.
then let's advocate for all 50 states to have their individual healthcare in terms of like healthcare for their entire population of their state.
Well, that'd be mandatory. That wouldn't be optional. But regardless, if an individual wants Medicare for all, then elect the candidate that is advocating for Medicare for all and healthcare for all. Don't just mandate that every state has to implement something.
Why don't you just do free healthcare?
That's not choice. That's mandate. That's.
I'm saying we can vote in people who want healthcare for all. Where am I saying mandate it?
Well, you
I'm saying
said mandate.
I never
We
said the word
said-
mandate. That never came out of my mouth.
You said make it mandatory that all 50 states.
I never said that.
Well, I'm pretty sure
I just said let's campaign for all. Let's campaign, especially for the midterms. Let's campaign for like a lot of governors, and let's vote in governors who want healthcare for their states. For example, Javier Becerra, he wants healthcare for all for the state of California. Example of like a couple different governors in different states. Let's vote in progressives, right, who want healthcare for all.
Sure, if you believe in that sort of thing, sure. Go ahead.
Or why don't you believe in healthcare for all? In terms of like the state level?
I just stated if they want to do it on the state and local level, they have every right to do so.
But would you support the governor?
No, in my state, I would not do it.
Why?
Because I don't want the state to have the authority either. But if Minnesota wants to,
why don't you want the state to have the authority?
Because I still don't believe in over authority of any form of government.
So you don't like laws or policies? What do you mean you don't believe in any? You said you don't believe in any form of authority over a certain population.
Did I say that?
You just said that.
I did not say that. So I don't want government expansion.
That's not what you said. How much do you want to bet? That's not what you said.
That's not what I said.
How much do you want to bet?
I didn't say I believed in anarchy. I didn't state that one time.
You said you don't believe in any form.
Because I still don't believe in over authority of any form of government.
That's what you said, bud. You don't believe in any form of authority in terms of government and the population. That's what you said. Can you admit
the government involvement in the private sector? I still don't believe in over authority of any form of government.
So why are you lying, bud?
What's there an echo?
Because I'm replaying where you said what you denied. You said that right now.
I stated I don't want no government involvement in the private sector. I didn't say no form of authority.
You said no form. Okay.
Because I still don't believe in over authority of any form of government. Yes, in the private sector.
That's not what you said?
That's exactly what I said.
So do you want to add those words on? Do you want to change your statement?
No, that's exactly what I said from the very beginning.
That's not what you said. In terms of the federal government, yes, but in terms of state government, that's not what you said. Anyways, I'll give you a chance to talk about progressivism and didn't really provide an argument. So let's go back to why men are better at leading than women.
Yep.
Let's see.
There's someone I want to bring up.
Who?
Oh, they're not even. I'm gonna invite them.
How's it going?
Yo.
Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
I just don't really care who leads, honestly. Just make sure they're good for the Americans, honestly.
W.
Okay.
Adam was just up here now.
Jackson, I told you I'm not debating you in the chat. You can come up here and talk to me about abortion.
Yeah, if you think men are better at leading than women, make sure to jump up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. Love to have a conversation with you. We have
terminating is ending something, so it's ending the life of the fetus. Yeah, as a termination of pregnancy, honey.
Oh, he wants to debate abortion.
Yeah, I can talk to him about abortion. No big deal. But I think he's underage, and I think the stupid thing is you're a man. You don't have to carry a fetus for 9 months, okay? So you should not even be arguing abortion.
Oh. What's your standpoint on what? What's my standpoint on what? How's it going? Feedback? No, okay, you're good. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Yes, because when you're talking about leaders, it's usually like an excellent person in society. When it comes to men, the bell curve, the way it's set up, the geniuses, you happen to have more when it comes to men and women, like proportionally.
Kind of sounds like caving.
No, but that's why like all the genius chess players are men. Right?
It's caving.
No, that argument's very common, right? He's like, oh my god, the chess argument, it's this guy I know. Who do you think I am? What, this caving?
Does this not? This sounds like caving. Hold on.
He's probably just a white man like me.
He's an idiot.
No, I think so.
So when ran these arguments on you, it sounds like this? I'm telling you, it's like, I have no idea what the fuck.
So wait, why do you believe men are better at leading than women?
Yeah, I told you, like when it comes to like the bell curve, like proportionally, you're going to have more geniuses on the men side when it comes to women. That's why you also have the dumbest of society is also men, but also the greatest of society is like also men. That's why all the chess players.
The fuck is your argument, bro? What? The dumbest, the bell curve hold on. The dumbest of society is men, but the smartest of society is also men. That's a contradiction.
Do you know what a bell curve is?
But address the What are you talking? Address the contradiction before we move on. How can both be true at the same time?
Yeah, so it goes down to the bell curve. Women's bell curve is tighter, so when you look at the dispersion of IQs, you're more likely to have it's a tighter dispersion. Men, you'll see them on the very low end, not so much as women, but you will also see them on the outliers on the high end. That's why they are the most drug addicts are men, most people in prison are men, but also the people who send rockets to the moon are always men, and the grandmasters in chess are men. It's like there is something to like the one man's obsessed addiction or gambling addiction.
Genuinely, what the fuck are you talking? What are you yapping about? What the fuck?
Do you understand what a bell curve is? Steelman the bell curve argument.
Right. I understood what you just said, but now you're just talking about now you just mentioned the fact that men commit more crime, are more drug addicts. You're not really giving me like an actual argument here.
No, yeah. So, do you know what a bell curve is? Like, explain it to me.
I understood what you said.
I don't believe.
What is that? What does that relevance have to do with why you think men are better at leading than women? And then address the contradiction that I said before, that that you said that men are the dumbest of society. But
do you know what a bell curve is?
Can you answer my questions? You've said two things, and I need you to address what you said. Or actually,
So when you're looking at the dispersions of IQ on the bell curve, the highest outliers on both sides are men. Way more commonly, right? So
men have a higher IQ.
No. That's because they're more likely to have an outlier on the IQ when it comes to an extreme like genius or like an extreme low IQ.
Sure.
Women, like when it comes to the dispersion,
what's your source?
It evens out. Oh yeah, look up the IQ bell curve. It's they've tested this plenty of times.
Yeah, where? Is that the title of the source?
Yeah, I mean,
from which organization?
This is just like the consensus. This is like the medical consensus.
I'm not denying what you're saying. I just like you to provide a source about what you're talking about. Right.
I read this probably 20 years ago. I don't know.
I mean, do you want to like take a moment to like swipe out of the app and go get a source for what you're saying?
I mean, if I said there was 206 bones in the body, would you be like, give me a source for that? Like, or would you just agree that's the consensus? Like,
I mean, sure. There's actually different. You can't actually compare those two.
Oh, what do you mean?
Those are comparable. In one instance, I feel like we learned that in like second grade, right? Maybe even before then.
How many bones are in the body?
Yeah.
In second grade?
Yeah. I feel like that's more common.
What school did you go to?
So hold on, can you provide a source?
Yeah, so you can look at
which organization?
I mean, there's plenty, dude. You can look at SAT.
Which organization? There's plenty. Which one?
Yeah, the SAT, sure. The SAT.
The SAT? What's the title?
Oh, you don't even know what an SAT. How old are you?
What's the title? I know what an SAT. I mean, if you're talking about like the exam, right? But
yeah, look at the outliers on that. The people who score the lowest are men.
What's PDF? What's the title of the PDF, or what's the title of the actual article?
You want me to like swipe off and find it for you?
Yes. I've been asking you.
Okay. So just to clarify, you disagree that?
No, I don't disagree. I'm just asking you for a source. I'm agnostic here. Let's say I didn't know this information. I'm asking you to prove what you're saying, right?
Oh, agnostic.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got you.
Okay. Perfect. Good boy.
Okay, wait. Max texted me and asked me. Let me see. Wanted me to ask you this. Give me a second.
No, it wasn't popcorn.
Did he text you?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Evening, Jeremias.
What's up, Bumblebee?
I quickly wanted to add something really fast because he made a comment.
Wait, do you agree with the bell curve?
No,
Go back-
and
go back
also,
to looking for your
but hold on.
source.
I quickly want to debunk something that you said. You said that most scientists are men. Well, the woman who
Never
sent
said
us
that.
to
Never said that.
okay, well, the thing is that you made the claim that most scientists, the person that sent us to the moon was named Katherine Johnson, not only a woman but a black
I said
woman.
the person who designed the rocket.
She was the woman that created the math that took us to space. Men created the rocket, yes, but they had no way to get it off the ground without her math.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, hold on, Adam. No. Before you try and rebuttal that, before you try and rebuttal that, Adam.
Who are you? This white knight has to argue for the woman.
That's not about white knighting. It's about science.
You're modifying her argument. Before I answer her, let me modify her argument.
Yes. Anyways, as I was saying, without the math behind that rocket launch, there was no way to launch said rocket that quote unquote men built. All right, you understand that? There needs to be math. There needs to be delta V. Fucking what's
They
it
were
called?
so stuck on They were stuck on the math. They were so stuck on the math aspect of that rocket ship, back when they were trying to launch it in the 60s, that they literally couldn't figure it out. They were going to be behind Russia. This woman sped up their progress on getting to the moon
That's an
so
anecdote.
much faster by about 5.5 years.
Also, the reason why
I said men made the rockets, and you agree that men.
Oh
made
man,
the rockets,
man,
right?
good at building things. Woman better at math. Also, I quickly also want to hit your
Wait, then why are all the
argument about
chess, all the
chessboard.
grandmasters? Yeah.
Hold on. I want to hit your. Okay, I want to hit this too. Women we're not allowed to play chess.
They're allowed to play right now. They're not.
They're allowed to play right now, yes, but it is still discouraged because of discrimination against women.
What?
Because it is a predominantly man's kind of game. It is still a
How is it a
societal
man's
stigma.
No, it's not.
It is.
Yes, there's a big stigma around.
I grew up playing chess with women. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you can play with women now, but guess what?
No, I
Back in the
grew
day,
up
you weren't
playing
allowed
chess
to.
with
Also,
women. I
I
grew
quickly
up
want to
playing
point this
chess with
out too.
women.
And
Who's
you're
the
still
strongest
ass.
piece on a chessboard? I want to know, what's the strongest piece on the chessboard? Is it the king or is it the queen?
Bruh, I've won chess tournaments
It's
as
the
a queen.
It's
Yeah,
the
obviously.
queen. Yes, the king ends the game, but the queen drives the board. So is it really a man's game or is it a woman's game?
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Yeah, this is lame. Hey, I don't have a lot of time, host. Can I please just get to it real quick?
Yeah, can you argue for this woman? Make a logical claim.
No,
Can we get rid of this guy?
Actually, I have questions.
Kick
for the
him
host.
before he
I'm
can
not
argue back. Kick him.
Sure, dude.
Kick him. I don't like what he said.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Holy fucking chud.
Okay, why do you think men are better at leading than women? Go ahead.
Okay, well, considering that some women run some of the largest global organizations in the world, do you know who runs the World Trade Organization? That literally.
What does that have to do with what I asked you? What's your argument as to why men are better at leading than women? Go ahead.
Because they're literally leading global elite fucking organizations, bud.
Okay,
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
You guys are fucking retarded.
Let me guess. Yeah,
Slur to run.
don't worry.
Slur
bro.
to run, bro. Slur to
Listen here,
run,
dog.
bro.
I'm sorry.
you know what? As someone who is,
and divorce you and your wife.
I also quickly want to say this. As somebody who was considered that word back in the day, no, you don't get to use that, honey.
Back in the day.
Bella, how's it going?
Really good. How about you?
Good. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
What?
Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
I don't.
How old are you?
She doesn't,
20.
agree. She doesn't agree with the prompt.
But again,
remember.
I'll say this because I heard this a while back. The strongest men in the world are always backed by these stronger women.
How's it going, Brandon? Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
I personally don't think men are better at leading than women. I think it's kind of like a double-sided question because I mean, there's things that men are better at leading. There's no doubt about it.
I feel like you're driving. There's a lot of background noise, but appreciate you for coming up here.
I like how big politics is like ultra crepidarian. It's like, dude, did you look in the mirror for that one?
How's it going? Do you why do you think men are better at leading than women? Holy fumble. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Experience.
What about explain? Go ahead.
It doesn't count, but okay.
What do you mean? That's how everyone gets good at something is experience.
Anecdotal does not work in this instance, dog.
Bro, whoever Gavin is needs to shut up. He sounds like a cornball, bro.
I'm so
Holy
sorry that
crap.
your point is moved, dog. I'm sorry that you don't have a counterpoint.
And you're still ass. Like what?
Hey, Bren, I quickly want to challenge this. This argument,
yes.
Because as somebody who's been in industries for basically their entire life, I have more experience than most of my coworkers. Yet I choose not to go higher than them because I wish to, climb my way to the ladder the normal way. I have experience far surpassed probably Jeremiah's and Ellie and Gavin up here. I've been working since I was 14 years old. I've been a general manager. I've been an OGM. I've been an SM. I've been every kind of manager you can think of. I've worked in every industry you can think of, aside from the law, aside from fire department, aside from a police officer. I've worked in pretty much every field that is male dominated, and I have dominated in those fields. So would my experience be better than your experience? Because if it's all just boiling down to experience, then I can lead the country by that notion.
Right.
Wow, that Madam Mobile.
Yeah.
Are you a millionaire?
Hello, test.
No, I'm not a millionaire because I'm disabled, and unfortunately, the best way to be part of a minority is to become disabled as well.
You're not a millionaire because you're disabled. Is that not kind of what? How many millionaire or billionaire? How many millionaire or billionaire people are disabled? Do you know?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Well, what is your argument? Why do you think men are better at leading than women? Provide your argument, please.
I just said experience.
Again, that's anecdotal. That's anecdotal. That's anecdotal.
So what do you mean
Tell me
by
what anecdotal
experience?
means. Okay, what do you mean? The past however many years has there ever been a woman president?
Okay, but we also got to think about the other factors as to why that is, right?
Okay, even if you bring in the what? I'm sorry to cut you off. What did you say?
Can I make one point here? How do you want women to get experience if you don't think they can lead because they don't have experience?
I never said I don't want them to have experience. That's not what I said.
No, but you're saying women can't.
I said we just have more experience.
Hold on. Men are better at leading than women because they don't have experience. But then you also don't, like, for example, like for like a president, you don't vote in a woman because they're a woman. Like what?
Like,
How did you know I didn't vote in for
Kamala Harris. I want to say this.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
No, Bren.
People like you.
Bren, let me explain this to you. Bren, Kamala Harris had way more experience than Donald Trump. Period. Point blank. She has been a VP. She's been a what was she? The DA, and she was a Secretary of State. She worked twice as hard for where she was in California than where Trump ever was when he started his campaign. The only claim to his name is that he was a billionaire at one point and that he was the president. He had no prior experience at all.
Do you not think the president of the United States for 4 years beats out?
Do you not think that a woman who has been to all three branches of government has no actual qualifications?
Not as much as somebody who's been the president, no.
I would think that a lady who has three branches of government versus a man who only has one branch under him has a little bit more experience.
Really? You think so? If two people are battling for, you said you're a manager, right? You said you're a manager. Someone's been a manager for 10 years, and then another person who's battling for that manager spot has been associate or assistant manager for 10 years. Which one would be better?
I would say whoever brings more meat to the table.
That's what?
Yeah,
is being a manager for 10 years.
How old is this associate? Are they 75 years old, or are they 27 like me? Because I bring a new face to the company. I bring longevity to the table. I bring sales experience. I bring more
longevity,
experience.
but you're disabled.
Yes, but I bring more longevity because I'm able to work past my disability.
Oh, then why? How come you're not a millionaire? So how can you use that as a? For one thing, you use that as an excuse because you're not something.
How many disabled people do you know that are millionaires?
I know one.
Who?
Josh Block. He's a multi-millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire. Just look it up.
Who is he? What does he do?
He's a live streamer, social media influencer.
Oh, he's a live streamer. Okay, so nothing of actual credibility.
Oh, so you don't think making money?
Not that
is
I don't think that
credibility?
you're not credible, Jeremias, but like, yeah,
She
social
basically
media,
just said.
yeah,
She
not
basically
actual
just said.
like,
She
not.
Jeremiah. She basically just said that you're not. You don't do credible shit. By the way.
No, I'm thinking that this guy probably is. I've never even heard of this man. If he's making millions of dollars, you would think I would know about him.
What? No, there are. What? Jeremiah, you sit back and don't talk since you don't bring anything to the table. I want to talk to Bumblebee since like you don't matter at all. By the way,
I can talk to you.
Okay, yeah, you can talk, just not Jeremiah, the one who's live streaming that. His career doesn't matter. Yeah, but
No,
Josh
I'm just
Vaughn-
saying I have never heard of this guy, and he's making millions of dollars doing what? Like what is his
Live
content
stream.
platform?
Kick, I think. I'm not quite
Oh,
sure.
Kick. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm
he's probably
not
a groiper.
quite sure.
So is he
He's
a
what?
groiper?
Is he a what? I'm sorry.
Is he a groiper?
No. What? Bro, what?
What does he do on Kick?
Hold on. Let's go back. We're getting off track. Let's go back to the core. How can you use your disability as an excuse for one thing and then not use it as an excuse for another? How does that work?
See, the thing is that not all all disabled people are millionaires. Like you're expecting
not
me
all
to be a
normal people
millionaire?
are
No, I
millionaires.
just barely survived, dude.
No, I'm not. I never expected you to be a millionaire, but you bragging about how you've done more than men and you do this, you're more knowledgeable than men. You say you have more experience.
I outperform the men in my fields.
You outperform the men in your fields.
Yes.
Then how come you're not a millionaire?
Because that's not how that works. You don't just suddenly
That's not
become a
So
millionaire.
stupid, bro. Ellie, did you want to say something? It's just so stupid.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, okay,
you're
I'll
talking.
talk
I
to you.
think Ben, you're stupid, or Bren, whatever your name is, because you keep on asking the same question like it
Hey,
hasn't
you're
been
a
answered.
live
You know what?
streamer.
I can bring
hey, bro,
something
you're
up.
a live
Yeah,
streamer.
nice
Don't
rage
talk
bait.
to
Hey,
me.
hey, Jay
You're a
Glenn.
live streamer. Don't
Hey,
talk to me, bro.
Hey, dude, calm
Yeah,
down,
what's up,
buddy.
Ellie? My bad.
Okay,
My
listen.
bad, Ellie. My
Listen.
bad.
I'm in nursing, okay? I get higher grades than majority of the men.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we can see
Yes.
on average that women have stronger emotional intelligence when it comes to certain things. And we can also look at the fact too that do you know the frontal lobe? Do you know anything about the anatomy of the frontal lobe?
I don't know.